of a Hungarian police car now. They're much nicer than the cops in Czech Republic. They're giving me a ride to the next petrol station or whatever. I gotta stop making a habit of this. Hitchhiking in Hungary sucks. I finally found a country that's worse than Portugal. I can only conclude that Hungarians are very scared of people in orange hats. In the last 2 hours I've been passed by at least a dozen douchebags in really expensive sports cars who put their foot to the floor and just tear past, revving their engines as hard as they can. Just a quick shout out to all you Hungarian sports car drivers. I'm deeply impressed. I've no doubt you have enormous genitals. I've been so frustrated today because I couldn't get a ride earlier in the day, and now I've got to the Serbian border post. I've discovered that the computer system's down, so apparently everyone's queued up here for miles back. So probably wouldn't have made any difference if I got a ride earlier. Finally got through the Serbian border post after waiting and waiting and waiting with like 9 million other people. Managed to piss off the Serbian border guards by making video of them. All I gotta do now is get a ride to Belgrade before the sun goes down. Easy, right? Cheers. Could be a long day. There's your basic refugee camp right there. So now basically I feel pretty bad about whinging about my day waiting for rides, because now I'm sitting here and I'm watching all these refugees on foot behind me carrying all their bags with their kids heading towards the Hungarian border, where they're going to end up in that refugee camp I just saw 20 minutes ago. So I guess there's worse things than having a slow day hitchhiking. Hey?
Hi, my name Ahmed. I'm here from 3 months. So here big problems. I want going to far Hungary after Austria, but Hungary border closed. So it's very dangerous. Hungarian police, not good police. So I'm here stay for legal process. So I'm 3 months from here stay and here waiting, but here too much problems. Here not food, good food not available. One time food, two times not food. So here are big problems.
Hello. There's the refugee camp I saw last night. Last night when I was standing on the side of the road trying to hitchhike near the truck stop, I met a young guy called Ahmed who was really curious about what I was doing here and told me that I should probably just leave because in his words, the situation here is very bad. But curiosity's got the better of me, so. So I've just approached the refugee camp here to speak to Ahmed, who I met last night, and the Serbian police here have told me that I have to leave. Apparently there's some special form I need to get from Belgrade to be here and talk to these people. It's pretty clear that the Serbs don't want anybody seeing what's going on here, and that's a pretty familiar story, isn't it? If you're Australian like I am, and you've got thousands of people locked up in refugee camps, surrounded by barbed wire, we keep our dirty secrets in a bit more of a high-tech way, but we got the same secrets. The police have given me my marching orders, and rather than get arrested or have my camera confiscated, I'm going. And I'm not real happy about it, but I don't know how things work here, and I'm not willing to put my fate in the hands of the Serbian cops. I'm so angry right now for a few reasons. That right to arrest is just such a great blanket domination tactic. You know, if you push your relationship with them too far, they can always take you in and lock you up for the night, or 2 nights, or 3 nights. And then there's also the reason that I came here to the camp this morning, which is that my grandparents were refugees, like so many people who live in Australia, and so many people who live in Australia's grandparents, or parents, or wives, or husbands, or children. And there's this fucked up thing where we treat some refugees like animals. And the only differentiating factor between those people and the people who were my grandparents is that my grandparents had some paperwork, and the people I just saw from a distance in this camp don't. And you know my feelings about paperwork. Okay? Belgrade. Let's hope I can get a ride. And this is the other side of the surreal reality at the border post in this air-conditioned, American-style service station. It must be 400 meters. It's like going from a 1930s style police state to California in 5 minutes. It's extremely weird, and this is, I guess, the reality of Europe right now.